Hello, and welcome to the Los Angeles Method Creative Leadership Podcast. Today, we dive into a specific human experience. Today, we're delving into a topic that affects many individuals, especially women, the imposter syndrome. Let's unravel the layers of self-doubt and explore ways to overcome it with a unique focus on the power of art through the Los Angeles Method. My name is Theodora. Let's get started. To begin, let's understand what imposter syndrome is. According to the American Psychological Association, it's a phenomenon where individuals doubt their accomplishments and have a persistent, often internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. Psychologist Dr. Pauline Clance, who co-coined the term, describes it as a feeling of phoniness in people who believe that they're not intelligent, not capable, or not creative, despite evidence of high achievement. While imposter syndrome can affect anyone, studies show that it disproportionately impacts women. Societal expectations and stereotypes can contribute to this phenomenon. Women might feel they have to work harder to prove their worth, leading to an internal struggle that questions their competence. Research by Dr. Valerie Young highlights that women often experience the perfectionist and superwoman subtypes of imposter syndrome, feeling they must excel in all areas of life. Women in the workplace often face unique challenges that can contribute to imposter syndrome. A report by the International Journal of Behavioral Science found that high-achieving women tend to underestimate their abilities and attribute their success to external factors, contributing to feelings of being an imposter. Imposter syndrome is prevalent among women in academic settings. A study published in the Journal of Vocational Behavior found that female graduate students reported higher levels of imposter syndrome compared to their male counterparts. The underrepresentation of women in leadership roles can exacerbate feelings of imposterism. According to research by Linen.org and McKinsey, women remain underrepresented at every level in the corporate pipeline, and this lack of representation can contribute to feelings of not belonging or being less competent. Societal expectations and cultural factors may contribute to imposter syndrome in women. Pressures to conform to traditional gender roles and stereotypes can lead women to doubt their abilities, feeling the need to constantly prove themselves. Overcoming imposter syndrome is a gradual process that involves changing thought patterns, building confidence, and developing a more realistic perception of one's abilities. Based on the work we do at the Los Angeles Method, here are some strategies that individuals can employ to overcome imposter syndrome. Number 1, acknowledge and understand feelings. Recognize and acknowledge the feelings of self-doubt and imposterism. Understand that many high-achieving individuals experience these thoughts. We talked in previous episodes about the work we do with the confining convictions. Now, what are confining convictions? They're simply thoughts that bring up emotions which lead us to take specific actions, automated actions. For example, I'm waiting for a call to confirm if I got the job or not. That thought brings up the emotion of anxiety or stress or fear or hopelessness or anger. It is different for everyone. Everyone is special, unique, and one of a kind, and reacts in their own way to the same situation. So for the sake of the example, let's say that the emotion that follows that thought is stress. The automated action that I personally have associated with stress is to eat. So I open the fridge and start eating whatever I find in front of me. A thought brought up an emotion which led me to an automated action. How do I solve this? I need to go back to the level of thought, change the thought, and everything else that follows will change. The first level to enter so you can accomplish any change is I am worthy. We talked about that exercise in previous episodes. Believing you are worthy. Do people who are worthy, who know they are worthy and accept it, get stressed over a phone call? No. Another way to overcome the imposter syndrome is to share your feelings. Open up to trusted friends, mentors, or colleagues about your feelings. Discussing your experiences can provide perspective and support, helping you realize that you're not alone. When you name something, you take away its power. And when you name something out loud, the result is even stronger. Most of the times, when you say something out loud, you see it in its right proportions. Everything spoken in our head becomes larger and scarier. When you bring that voice out, you allow your mind to quiet and therefore be present and available to listen to others. And this is one of the golden rules in acting: listening. Let me give you an example. When you're about to go on stage, to act, to give a speech, to present, and you feel nervous or anxious, if you examined your thoughts at that particular moment, what would your thoughts be? You would discover that the thoughts that cause you anxiety are thoughts about you. How are they going to perceive me? How will I look? Will I be sweaty? Will I talk nonsense? What will happen to me? You're thinking about you. The moment you put your attention on others, like the value that they will receive, the entertainment that they will enjoy, the excitement that they will experience from your presentation or your talk or your performance, anxiety disappears because you go in a place of listening, of serving. You leave your head and you go to your heart. Reframe negative thoughts. Challenge negative thoughts and replace them with more positive and realistic ones. Focus on your achievements and the skills that have brought you success. Break down larger goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. This is what you learn with the Los Angeles method. An actor determines his or her overall objective throughout the entire play, throughout the entire movie, and then we cut it down into scenes. These are the techniques that you learn while working on a play or a movie, and then you can incorporate them in your everyday life. Break down larger goals into smaller ones. Celebrate your successes along the way, reinforcing a positive sense of accomplishment. Shift your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing it as a confirmation of incompetence, view it as a natural part of the learning process. Understand that making mistakes is how we grow. Check out the famous monologue in Rocky. It's not about not being hit. It's about being hit and standing up again, not giving up. Embrace the concept of a growth mindset as coined by psychologist Carol Dweck. Understand that abilities and intelligence can be developed with dedication and hard work. Maintain a record of your accomplishments, compliments, positive feedback. Reviewing these documents during moments of self-doubt can serve as a powerful reminder of your capabilities. Make a list of your talents and read them every night before you fall asleep. Make sure it's the last thing you hear. If imposter syndrome significantly affects your well-being in daily life, consider seeking the guidance of a mental health professional, or you can talk to a mentor. A mentor who has experienced similar feelings can offer guidance and advice, and they can share their own experiences and help you navigate challenges. The point here is to communicate, to talk, to share. Celebrate your successes. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate them, no matter how small they are. This can help reinforce a positive self-image and build confidence over time. Understand that growth often involves stepping out of your comfort zone. Embrace discomfort as a sign that you're pushing boundaries and challenging yourself. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend facing similar challenges. Practice self-compassion and be patient with yourself. Remember that overcoming imposter syndrome is a journey, and progress may take time. It's about cultivating a mindset that values your ability and recognizes your worth. I am worthy. Combining these strategies can contribute to a more positive self-perception and a greater sense of confidence. Embrace your imperfection. Use art. Art teaches us that imperfections are not flaws, but unique features that make each piece special. Embracing imperfection in our own lives can be powerful, can be a powerful antidote to the unrealistic standards we set for ourselves. As we wrap up today's episode, remember that imposter syndrome is a shared experience, and you're not alone. By embracing creativity and the world of art, we can find the strength to challenge self doubt and celebrate our unique journeys. Thank you for joining us on the Los Angeles Method Creative Leadership Podcast. My name is Theodora, and until next time, keep embracing your authenticity.